Yeah. What it do, YouTube? It's your boy, Indy 5. It's been a long minute since I hopped on a BZ cast, you know? Figured I'd go ahead and just pop in, see if anybody, pop in, see how anybody's
Nothing
doing.
wrong with an
Everybody
opening
good.
part, just easing their way into this round.
The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line. He's found the surface. Good chance here. Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
So close to the eagle. Well hold. Let's move on. He's in a share of 10th position.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
I still got a birdie.
Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
Wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
We got
we'll now move over to John Ryan.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
I was with Nike.
Stop it.
I switched over to Adidas.
Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard.
What else?
That's going to have some impact on the scoreboard.
Boy. Okay.
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket.
Ooh.
That's nicely done. An opportunity here to move into a tie for first. And that will drop in for birdie. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par.
3 out of 4 birdies. And that.
Looking ahead, this player is currently tied for first in the field, alongside Xander Schauffele.
And 3 ahead of the rival.
All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad. But a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat. Do you agree?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt.
This is their look at birdie.
Birdie. Angled like a mother. Ooh, I hate these holes.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? A par putt on the table. Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. The tee shot at the par 4-6 has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Attaboy, good shot. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Let's catch up with Jon Rahm. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Okay, time to return to the action. Second shot here on the 6th. This is a ball striking clinic. Yet another green in reg here. And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. He's currently tied for first.
It's going to be tough. First is going to be a first no more.
As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging longer par 4, the 7th.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
Jon Rahm watched that one all the way. Great approach shot. This player is definitely upping the pressure in this rivalry.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
It's just about 3 feet away.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
This putt coming up is for birdie. Like the look of this one. Oh, what a super shot. And that will take him to 6 under.
Benny.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left. Second shot out to the right. Sets up a very simple 3rd shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
How good is this course?
This course is fascinating, would be a good way I would put it. It has quirky angles on every single shot. The tee boxes face you at a different angle that the fairway sits. The fairway faces you at a different angle than the green sit. And this is for all 18 holes. And I'm even going to throw 17 in there, even though it is the island green. This golf course that P. Dye designed is fun, it's perplexing, and mentally it'll wear you out just as much as physically. You better bring your A game if you want to contend this week.
These are on rails, looking good.
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Well, this is when the knees start to knock. The sweat starts to appear on the palms of your hands, Rich. Just a slender lead with 9 to play.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
That's not the shot he's hoping for. How much did the win last week give them the confidence to perhaps pull it off again here and go back-to-back?
A massive win last week, looking to double up again this week. I gotta say, they're building off all the good things they did last week. A win could definitely happen.
3 feet to go here to the hole.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
And there it is. And that will take him to 7 under. And with that hole done, this player currently is in first place, followed by Will Zalatoris. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
Benny.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
Beautiful.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
Playing their 5th shot. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Oh, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Oh, almost went in. Wonderfully played. This putt was about 8 feet. Ooh, right by the hole. And this putt coming up for his par. Leading by 3 strokes now. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 313.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Lay down.
Currently 10 under for the round.
Lay down.
There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second nine at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14.
Difficult tee shot on this, playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
This is looking pretty good in the air. A wonderful shot into 14. It sets up another look at birdie. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Just a 4-footer remaining.
This for a birdie run.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
He's currently sitting in first place. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
And down it goes. 12 under the card now with the stretch to play.
Woo, that is some pretty good breathing room out in front by a bunch.
Our current leader is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left. Start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
Yeah, good aggressive play and almost rewarded by finding the green.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
Wow. And they'll tap this in for birdie. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Still in the lead now after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
All right, Rich, you've stood there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 3 17th.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. Leading by 8 strokes now after that hole. Let's head to the finishing hole. This wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole. Probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
That's frustrating. All right, one down. Let's see if they can take the next. And that'll do it, Rich. Players' Champion. That's one of the elite wins in their career.
Winning the Players' Championship, Luke, is easily as good as winning any major because the field quality is so amazing. This is going to speak volumes for this player and the career going forward. This is a heck of a win. I can't wait to see what they produce next.
This is impressive. To win out here on tour is a big deal, but to go back-to-back, Rich, how significant is that?
Luke, winning once on the PGA Tour is difficult enough. To win back-to-back weeks, that's reserved for just the top players in the game.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in and see you next time.
Yep. Yep. There we go. Damn, that might not even been
2K Sports
recording
and the
that. My
PGA
fault if I
Tour
wasn't. How's
proud
everybody
to
doing
bring you
tonight?
the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage
big
of the
rivalry
Valspar
championship right
Championship
here.
is about to begin.
Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke, so great to be here with you and Rich. Looking forward to following this group down on the course today because this player has developed a rivalry with none other than Tiger Woods. They certainly do not lack in confidence. This is going to be a very entertaining group to follow.
Well, Henny, quite a challenge that this player has set for themselves. We've seen them beat many of their rivals this season, but there are not many people that can go up against the great Tiger Woods and succeed. History's told us that.
Oh, well, they certainly do not lack in confidence. This is going to be a very entertaining group to follow indeed.
I'm jumping around in my seat, and I can also see Rich Beam doing exactly the same. He managed this feat back in 2002 when he won the PGA at Hazeltine over the great Tiger Woods.
Oh, please, Luke, don't mention that. Once we get Rich on his high horse, there's no getting him down again. Although he has shown that it can be done. Tiger Woods can be beaten. However, it is such a tall order. I know that this player has beaten all of these incredible roster of players in all these rivalries so far, but come on, this is Tiger Woods. Can it really be done today?
Well, that's the question we're going to get answered, aren't we? Very few people have ever laid claim to beating Tiger head-to-head. Good luck in your rivalry. You're going to need it.
That got caught up in a few of the branches. Well, that's a handy shot. Rich, what kind of mojo do you think this player's got after winning in their last start?
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Ouch, that hurts. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it.
And with that hole behind them, they're sitting in second place, behind the leader, Brooke Henderson.
The Copperhead course at Innisbrook can really bite you, especially if you're slightly wayward, and there's one of those holes right here at the third, Rich.
Decisions to be made. The fairway narrows up. Should you take driver out? Also the water on the right. So players more than likely laying back with some kind of fairway wood.
Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
It's not on the fairway, but it's not bad. It's a good lie in the first cut. Yeah, this is lovely.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse.
A birdie putt awaits.
Oh, just missed. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
This is what they have left for a par.
Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
Opting for the 6-iron.
And tidy looking shot, that one.
Luke, unfortunately, that got a horrible kick. Ended up in the rough.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Big par saver coming up for this fella.
Putt is underway.
Yeah, good putt. Well hold.
Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
That's outstanding. What a putt.
Oh, that's going to add a little fuel to the fire of this group rivalry, guys. Massive putt.
And Brooke Henderson currently in the lead here.
Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
And here we are with the third shot. Just a couple back from our leader.
Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Such soft hands.
Well done. Take the birdie. And that will take him to 3 under. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The 6th hole at Innisbrook's Copperhead course, Rich. It's a challenging one, isn't it?
If you find the fairway off the tee here, you are an amazing human being. The fairway tilts from right to left very significantly. Holding the fairway is almost impossible.
Not quite the shot he was wanting. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards. Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
That was a gallant attempt. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
Yeah, nicely holed. Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
He's currently in 3rd place.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard.
Canada's Brooke Henderson currently on top of the leaderboard here.
Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left, and you'll be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
This one is chewing fiber.
Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger
Did he
Woods?
just say?
He's sitting there just in 3rd place.
Let's get back to it, shall we?
Nah.
A chance for a
That
birdie if
one's
this goes
chewing
down.
fiber.
And down it goes. Let's head to the next. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Well, if you haven't felt
How's it going
snake
up?
bitten already, the 8th at 230 yards, Rich, will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there. A high shot moving a little bit from left to right is an absolute must on this par 3.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par.
And with that hole, this player is currently tied for first with Brooke Henderson.
That dog will hunt.
Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
He's currently in 5th place.
And taking aim from around 100 yards here. Currently tied for the lead.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Great looking shot, this. Oh, that one's absolutely stiff. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
And with that, That's their 4th birdie. And that will move into 6 under par. Oh, this is a precarious position, if you don't mind me saying, Rich. They have the lead, but there's plenty chasing with just 9 to play.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line.
Rich is one of the rare players to ever tame the Tiger in a major championship. How did you manage to do it?
Taming him, that's a big stretch there. You know, I did it because I never had to play with him. I was fortunate enough to not be paired with him in the 3rd round, nor in the final round when I was paired with Justin Leonard. And going back to the comments about the roars, you know, not knowing that was him making those birdies. You assumed it was, you couldn't deny that it was, but not knowing, it was a lot easier to say, well, that was Fred Funk, who he was playing with in the final round, who was having such a great week as it was. It was easier to deflect that a little bit. I think if I would have played alongside him, I think things might have been a little bit differently, because he does bring a different energy, and sometimes it can be uncomfortable. But when you start hearing those roars going up and you're playing with him, well, you know exactly what's going on. But when you're not playing with him, I was able to kind of deflect what he was actually doing, and I was fortunate.
From the sand, looking to get up and down. Oh, what a shot from the bunker. And back to the course with the live action. Getting ready to play their 3rd.
Currently leading by 2.
Ooh, that almost went down. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Well, a birdie's also in your heart, standing on the 12th tee. A short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. 2nd shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
It's a little wayward, bouncing through the branches. Setting up in some very deep rough.
He's going to have to go down after this one, try and dig it out as best he can and hope for the best.
This should play.
Is that what they had in mind?
Airmailed the green with that approach.
Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
He's going to want to improve on that current 5th spot.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Oh, I thought that one was going in.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Ooh. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey.
He sits in 1st position. Lucky 13 for some. This par 3 plays 200 yards.
Luke, this tee shot is about as hard as 8th grade algebra. It is absolutely mind-bending. It doesn't look like much, but that green absolutely... I think the green is made out of Gore-Tex. It repels golf balls.
Oh, my. Right by the hole. Big time play, that one, Beamer.
Yes, got to think that's a certain birdie from there.
That's the way to bounce back. Good way to make up for the bogey at the last.
And that will take him to 8 under. The second of the back 9 par 5s, Rich 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The 3rd shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. You find the fairway with your 2nd shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your 3rd in there close.
do we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Here's Tiger Woods.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Well, Rich, here's one of our proven performers in the FedEx Cup points race. They've been there or thereabouts for most of the season, and they go into this tournament as one of the strong favourites. It hardly seems a surprise, doesn't it?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
Why not take another look at that effort?
Now look how they attacked this one.
Sure.
Currently at 10 under par overall.
Stop messing with that dog. Okay.
The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green, but don't miss it left. That is no good.
And he's hit that inside the range. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup. He's staring down a birdie putt here.
This one's online. And that's 8 birdies today.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Well, as you enter the dreaded snake pit here at Innisbrook's Copperhead course, Rich, you know where you stand on the 16th tee.
This tee shot forces your hand. You must take it down the right-hand side in order to have a good look at this green for your second shot. Any misses out to the left, you're going to find the trees and all sorts of trouble.
Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Let's check in with Tiger Woods.
Going with the 8-iron here. Oh, this would be handy if we could bounce right. Oh, well played. Into birdie range here at the 16th. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. And playing this one from around 120 yards out. Oh, what a shot by our leader. Here's a chance to get to 12 under.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
That's inside the range. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Oh, yeah, I'm holding on.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. Oh, terrific. What an effort.
Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. The closing hole of Innisbrook's Copperhead course is also the final hole of the snake pit, and this one here has everything going against it.
Lay it back and you're going to have a long second shot back up the hill, but if you take driver and find the fairway, you'll be rewarded with a very short second shot.
This shot from 120 yards.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
This player showing 0 signs of any nerves as they play against their rival and playing partner, Tiger Woods. What a fan.
And as that putt drops to the bottom, Rich, they are now the Valspar champion. What a performance.
Yeah, what a performance. What a win. I mean, just This player was just amazing all week long.
And I got to give props to my boy in the booth, Rich Beam. I think you picked this one at the start of the week, didn't you?
Luke, it wasn't a difficult pick, let's be honest. This player has been consistent all season long. Getting the victory, no surprise whatsoever. Really good stuff.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.